proposed insertion to a new Section 15A focuses on the agency's responsibility to provide early warning system for severe weather events. This will ensure the agency to proactively alert stakeholders about potential weather-related hazards, thereby reducing the risk of disasters and promoting public safety.
You just put it under social responsibilities or social service. I want to appeal to you. Your product must be marketable. Your services must be marketable, such that even internationally, they want to access your platform, there must be a token people should be paying. It is high time people like you are even financially independent. So I'm challenging you. That you tell the chairman of your committee, chairman, just approve for our personnel. We will run this thing successfully. It's a challenge to all of you, and I want us to take it up. So thank you very much, and we go continue to do all
NIMET deployed marine meteorological observation stations and developed a robust system for delivering critical marine forecasts and products across Nigeria's territorial waters. These include 24-hour forecasts on wind speed and direction, sea state, tides, visibility, and other weather conditions relevant to maritime operations. Key coverage areas include Calabar. These are areas that we have coastal marine stations: Calabar, Eket, Port Harcourt, Warri, Koko, Lagos, and also formerly Ayetoro. Additionally, under a collaboration with the National Inland Waterways, NIWA, NIMET has installed marine automatic weather observation systems in Lokoja, Calabar, and Warri, with ongoing installation at Koko.
Like in 2010, when we started this agency, 2002, when we started this agency, we discovered that when you go to the airport, you don't need to be told who NIMET staff are. You will just know. Either the shirt and weather beating. And I now sat down and said, what is happening? Our salaries were the poorest. Directors were earning 228,000 naira. The Director-General about 800. And we sat down with the first Director-General who apologized that he was not able to come. How do we do this one? I was a technocrat, and I was also one leg in politics. People like Abisodun will bear me witness, acting like this, my own correct brother. And we went into it, and we enhanced our salary from 228 to 730,000 per month for directors, and the Director-General consolidated salary of 1.42 million per month. That is what we were earning. And we are still bearing our director. But to say that somebody will be executive director, immediately I hear executive director, as a politician, I will go and bring my people from my village to go and occupy the office. So please remove that executive there. Then in 2003, we went for some special training in meteorology. Myself and my successor, Dr. Anuforon, that's Nigerian Institute of Meteorology. And we discovered that there are a lot of things we are not doing in Nigeria that we're supposed to do. Immediately we came, we did a lot in that line. But there is a directorate in that place that Nigerians are not taking care of, and that's engineering meteorology. This engineering meteorology is a department that will be doing instrumentations and some other things inside. And they are the one to give details. In engineering, there is what we call assumptions. When you want to design, you say, well, we assume that the weather is moderate, the weather is severe, the weather is mild. And we don't need to assume when we have Nigerian Meteorological Agency. They are the one to give the engineers what are the parameters to be used. Like when you say a weather condition is severe, then you say, okay, the cover of a slab will be about 25 mm because of fire resistance. But we don't need to assume the meteorologists are there to give us the data. So we need a directorate that is purely to service engineering. It's different from hydrological meteorology. Hydrological meteorology is for water. But this one, when you want to construct, like the coastal routes, we are constructing from Calabar to, from Lagos to Calabar now, it's in trillions. Meteorologists need to be involved. Even feasibility studies, we need data from the meteorologists. I think I have put all the details here. I don't need to spend more than the 5 minutes you give me. Thank you very much.
In 2003, all of us will remember what happened at the stadium, the velodrome that was just completed. A squall came and smashed the entire structure. Why did it happen? And that is why Engineer Adeneji, these are thoughts we have been sharing for years. Because the issue of expected weather, expected climate conditions were not factored into the design. He is an engineer himself, a civil engineer. He's a fellow of the Nigerian Civil Engineering Society of Engineers. And I told him on several occasions that you engineers need to redefine your engineering standards. That's where he was talking about assumptions. The engineering standards, we have to look at them again. But that is not our business for now. So how do we achieve this? I have suggested in my submission the concept of climate proofing. Climate proofing. Honorable members, what I mean by that is you have bills coming to you for different constructions, like the one he cited. Have you asked the contractor, this thing you want to build for us, what will happen under such extreme weather conditions? Has it been factored in? That's a very important thing, Honorable Chairman.
With this new coming of this building of this bill to make NIMET very sustainable. After leaving NIMET, I work at the regional center that oversees Africa and now work with the UN. So, but what we see NIMET is among the best 3 net advanced services in Africa. And for NIMET to continue to sustain this position, NIMET needs to be very, very sustainable. And sustainability means that you need to have revenue, you need to have resources to maintain equipment, to make sure that these equipments also are calibrated. So it's not just like our motor vehicles that we normally apply. So all equipment must be calibrated at a certain time to make sure that the integrity of the data that we produce. And I know at NIMET they also do PMS, and it's very expensive to expose the quality management system to all the operation of the agency. So I want to strongly support this bill. I've made my submission last week. As a teacher, I didn't want to come late, so I've made my submission last week, and it's summarized in 3 pages. So on this note, I want to appreciate all stakeholders that come here, because for us in NIMET, all Nigerian citizens, over 220 million, are all our clients.
We cannot remain on a business as usual scenario. We need to invest more so that we have the information to protect our citizens better. Without that, I am sure whenever there's a climate shock, we'll just leave to say we are sorry. But of course, we could have found a way to ensure that we invest and protect our citizens. And when I say citizens, it's not only those people on this, it can be you and me. We are the ones who bought flights, we are the ones who travel on the roads every time, and therefore there's need for us to really find a way to strengthen meteorological services, and Nigeria being a major player in this sub-region. Nigeria has also been supporting less endowed countries in the sub-region. And therefore, whatever works here is not only working for Nigeria, it's not only working for Nigerians in Nigeria, but also for Nigerians outside Nigeria and for the rest of the sub-region, which is very much a policy of the federal government of Nigeria. Nigeria.
That this amendment might impact on FAN's operation and statutory autonomy. It is therefore our position that there be an amendment to the interpretation section of the Act, which will define the scope of the application of the 1% charge.
We are all aware of the percent we have to share and be given, 50-50. And we have Nigerian Export Promotion Council seeking 10% share of the minister's internally generated revenue, while the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has also proposed 3% allocation. We already have man oron, we already 5%, we already have maritime funds with 5% and all of that.
Let me quickly draw attention, all the speakers who have said here, the need to improve on the cost recovery. I've pointed on the need to buy equipment and train the manpower. Nobody has mentioned on the need to do proper remuneration for the workers. All the improvement that has happened in NIMET over the years is a direct effort of the people who work there. And at this moment, the people who work in NIMET are the least paid, far least. Many of them receive less salaries than civil servants.